This isn't a public meeting if you have a fake Zoom.
Door here.
It's not up to you to decide if we can wear masks or not.
You just hit a child! Trying to get into the meeting to see what laws are going to be passed by unelected officials concerning mask mandates. Of course, they won't let us in to their special
So there's a link on your website. And is there a code to get in the meeting?
We can attend by Zoom.
Okay. And what's your website name? What's the website? Okay.
So what kind of public notice did you give for this meeting? And what is the public rules? Is there someone in the building that does have the rules?
We have followed those.
Is any members of the board inside?
I haven't seen anyone here yet.
They're not having any meeting inside today.
No, I'm not saying that.
Are you having any meeting inside today?
We are having meetings in the building.
Are we having a Board of Health public meeting
We are
inside
having
today?
a Board of Health meeting today.
You are?
Yes.
Inside?
I don't know if the board members are here. I haven't seen them.
Will they be here?
I don't have access to their calendars or what their intent is. I'm sorry.
So you folks are just going to tell us what to do, and we really don't get to say anything.
You are just like any other member of the public, sir. You can go to our website. Meetings
Is this a public building? Do we have access to it?
not today.
Okay.
Tomorrow, yesterday, did we have access to this building?
We can talk about this at some other point.
So you guys closed it for the
So there are only
meeting
certain days we have access to a public
You
building.
can come into the building, but you can't go throughout the building. Okay, we have clients, we have customers, we have business that's being done in the building.
Aren't we your customers?
I don't think anybody's trying to go throughout the building. We're trying to attend a meeting as concerned
Public
citizens.
meeting.
Yeah, and we don't have a way to accommodate you all in a meeting here.
A few of us? A few of us?
It's a pretty big building, and you don't have room to have 40 people at the max get in?
No, we don't have meetings that are nearly this big. We have people that are maybe 10 in numbers.
So we can.
Yeah, why don't?
Could we choose 10 of us?
Yeah, just choose 10.
This looks
I
like
don't know
the
how many
same
people are in the
one.
building in this meeting.
Maybe we should slide the meeting outside then.
Well, I think maybe you should attend the meeting via Zoom. Like everyone else.
Where's the Zoom
This
to?
is everyone
Zoom
else
to a room
speaking.
here?
I just
The Zoom
want
is a meeting room.
Is Zoom right to a room here?
I am going to find out the answers to your
Okay.
question.
So I'm on the website and I don't see where there's a link for the Zoom meeting. What do I go under?
I'm not sure.
You have to call and get. an
Somebody
email.
ought to be able to tell us.
Somebody can.
Yeah.
And you will find that person, and they will come out and they will tell us.
Yeah.
Who's
Where's
Thank
the
you.
facilitating the meeting today?
Appreciate it.
You're a public
Can you
servant.
have him
We're the
contact
public
us?
servant.
I know he's busy right now.
And what time is the
trespassing
meeting? What time is
against
the
our
actual
rights.
meeting?
Starts at 8:30.
At 8:30. So we probably need to have some information on how
I
that.
will go see if
It's
I
not,
can find
it's
out.
not coming
How
through.
about that?
Thank you.
Yep.
Who would like to sign recall Governor Little petition that has not signed? Everybody sign?
Do what they want to do.
And they just locked us out.
Well, Zoom is a virtual conference room that they use. There's, you know,
Oh man,
platform.
I bet when Ammon was running, he's still a little bit nervous.
They're
Talk about what we want the law to be. They're not letting us in because they're afraid of a virus, which is 99.9% recovery rate. That's the excuse they're having to not let us represent our views to our county.
Orders are not law!
Stuff going on over there.
And the Zoom meeting is not working.
I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. No, you need to stay back and let the people in. This is not your building. This building belongs to the people.
The Zoom meeting doesn't work.
But we are
The link
public.
doesn't work
We're
to
the
it.
public.
That's
You're
just the
doing
way
it
it's
without
gonna
us.
be.
The Zoom
Sorry.
meeting is not working.
Hey, it's either you're gonna cancel the meeting, or you're gonna let us in, or you're gonna call the officers to arrest us. Make your choice. That is the way it's going to be. I'm sorry.
You're gonna arrest a
None of this
breastfeeding
making
mother today.
decisions behind
Me
closed
too.
doors without the public
Breastfeeding.
even being there. Locking the doors and saying there's some online link that we can
Maybe
go
we
to
can
to
take my
watch,
child and all the
which you didn't even advertise before. Not gonna happen. Terrible.
No, let this guy egregious. Let this customer through, guys.
Hey, dude.
Who is this? Is he part of the board?
Is he a part of the meeting? Oh, that person got let in.
No problems, no questions asked. Okay. That's discrimination.
He's in for the public
We'll
meeting.
follow you.
Chairman of the board,
Chairman of
right
the
there.
Because you never know when things are gonna be, safe for the kids or not,
I know.
I went to that BLM thing down in Boise.
No. We will not be pushed locked out. This is our meeting, not your meeting. Either call the officers.
I mean, this is a public building, you cannot.
You're making decisions that will affect us, and you will not do that behind doors. Right? You don't even have authority to do that.
You need to hear from
You don't have authority to mandate masks for a human being, for you and I. You can make that decision for you.
Too many-
You
too
can't
many
make that
factors.
decision for me. No, we are going in.
Andrew,
We're not going to go online. There's no way
If
that
I
we
get
can
uncomfortable, I will
watch the
split.
Zoom meeting out here. We don't
If you
have
get uncomfortable, you can tell
We're
me.
gonna do a meeting.
You have the meeting outside. Have the meeting
It's a
outside.
public meeting.
That's an
This building does
accommodation.
not belong to you.
This is muzzling.
This building does not belong to you. You
The
understand?
public wants to be able to comment and you can't.
But of the meeting.
You guys, come on.
Come
It's not
outside.
gonna happen.
That
You
is
either cancel the
reasonable.
meeting, or you allow us in, or you call the officers to take us out. That's.
Go with your leg.
Whoa! Whoa!
Come on. Who did that? Who did that?
How, can you believe what you guys are doing right now?
We're protecting our clientele and our customers.
There's nobody who's gonna do anything violent here.
Now you're gonna hold me in?
Are you detaining him? Are you detaining him?
I really don't really know what you're doing.
I don't either. It's really
This
creepy.
building is not yours.
The Zoom meeting's not working. This is a farce. This isn't a public meeting if you have a fake Zoom.
It's not up to you to decide if we can wear masks or not.
You just hit a child! You just hit a child! What has become of you? What has become of you? In the name of protecting?
Hi.
You just hit a child!
Hi, can I help you?
The Zoom meeting is not working. We want to be in on what's happening to our community.
We're not being represented.
Okay, would you mind just going to the foyer so we can close our clinic doors, and I'll come with you.
We would
And
go
let me
with
talk
the
to-
chairman.
These are the clinics. I'll bring our chairman for you. Let's just step out here, okay?
I
I appreciate your efforts to come, okay? I'm happy to talk with you.
Dude, that guy is gonna get in trouble. He just banged a door into a child. No cause for that. No reason for that.
We can leave the doors open.
All the problem with the doors, I think I'm gonna sit right here.
What do you think?
Well, then tell your people to not.
Do you want me to take the children and you stay? Or?
Smack the guy's head in the door. Smack another baby's head in the
They're
door.
having a physical
Because they're
meeting.
trying to hide.
The public meeting, the public meeting. Everybody get that?
Outside is a reasonable accommodation. Outside is reasonable.
Or even a Zoom meeting that actually
Zoom
works.
is unreasonable. It's inhuman.
It's not a law either.
It's not a law.
It's not open and accommodating to everybody.
The law is that the public goes into the meeting.
Correct.
Or it's not a public meeting. It's a closed door meeting.
It's a closed door meeting, ma'am.
Star Chambers.
You guys want to open that door?
Well, why don't you find out? Because I think it matters.
Record this face from the door.
I got it.
Thanks. You guys see that?
We should have been the ones to call the police. You should call the police because we just saw a man be violent with a child. It's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty damn clear too.
they're still holding those doors.
We're holding the other doors open just in case the meeting is still taking place within the building, and they're just trying to put us in a different room.
So we're having a meeting.
That's what.
Not in this room.
They don't want us.
They don't want us.
Muted, or is the mic going to be on so the public can come in?
We already spoke in the meeting for public comment. I need one.
I thought you just said we would have comments when we heard him now. What is the next message?
So far,
I thought they said, somebody else here that they would give us an opportunity to be heard in there? I heard that.
Yeah, they just said
right.
That's what they just said. She just said that.
It's not a public meeting.
That's a mixed message. They just.
Yeah, I assumed when they were going in there that they were going to have a meeting in there, and then they changed their mind, I guess. Well, I think that was a deception, because immediately she said they're going to try to accommodate a Zoom meeting over there. And I was like, what about the board? Well, they're over here somewhere.
I love you guys so much. God is good. The doors are still locked.
Are they?
On the fly says, well, we'll film it on Zoom. And so we demanded it, we came in, and then they tried to lock this, where we got meetings behind doors. They pushed our way in here, and we demanded that they would cancel the meeting, allow us in the meeting, or arrest us. And the board members went behind closed doors, the officers were in these and it appeared that they were going to have the meeting without us. We asked the officer to go in and inform them that they cannot have the meeting without us. And evidently they haven't started the meeting, they're just deciding now what they're going to do and whether they're going to have to meet. They tried to put us in another room and feed it live through Zoom, I guess, in a completely different room with basically public silence, and that was not so. That's where we're at. It's unbelievable where we've become.
It is. I do know, I just moved here from California, so this scene is very reminiscent of
So you came to Idaho to get free from them, and now you are experiencing it. It is sad that we're in Idaho, but this is what we're doing. We won't live the way California lives. We're not going to wear masks, but we also are not going to let our public meetings be done, you know, and our decisions be made about. That's another level. It's another level of.
This is where we need to get more people
They're
involved.
deciding whether they're going to have a meeting.
Yeah, but you have to be brave enough to do it.
I was informed by the officer that
If Ammon didn't
they
leave
haven't
that door
started the
open,
meeting.
we wouldn't be in here right now.
They're deciding
So
whether they have it.
we have to be brave enough to do it. Right?
And I head over here. This is where the
Stay muted. I'm still beginning the session. I apologize for the delay. We're working on getting this launched at the district side.
meeting.
Okay, yeah, just nobody, we're all sitting here just kind of waiting to see what's going on.
I think we're all in the same boat. I appreciate your patience. So once we have some information, we will provide that.
They haven't actually started it yet.
Right. So they haven't started the meeting, they're just talking to one another.
They got the audio going.
Yeah.
Here's what they're doing right now. It is not helping official psychological warfare to get the people under
control and actually make us sick. I am not wearing a mask because God told me not to wear a mask, and I'm not going against God.
Can we get a report?
So they've got some audio going on the Zoom feed, and they're still talking to one another and saying
About whether they're going to.
there's been a delay, we're working on things, so they haven't started the meeting.
If they do, let us know.
Yeah.
They should table this issue. It's an illegal thing.
Yeah, well, I'm smoking my tax.
Lots of cops out there, lots of police.
Virtual capacity for today's live meeting. So once we get to that cap, and again, please be mindful of your conduct in today's meeting, as the session is being recorded and will be made available for later viewing. Let's see. All right. I think that's about it for now. Thank you for hanging on. Please stay muted. If you are not muted or you become unmuted, we'll be going through muting everybody just so we can make sure that we get through this meeting. If you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat box publicly, or feel free to send me a message privately through the chat box there as well. All right, and with that, thank you so much for your patience, and
excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
I know. I actually.
Still haven't started.
Is there a meeting happening?
Not yet.
Not yet.
She was sharing, like, you know, there's a chat box and, you know, there's a 300 person capacity. So she's talking to people who are in the Zoom meeting, but the meeting hasn't started
It
yet.
hasn't been
No.
commenced. Okay.
It has not started.
It's not commenced.
I tried to go ahead and tell her to go get tested, because I'm pretty sure she's already started at 8:30.
It was, but there's a delay. There's a delay.
But on the agenda, what time did it say the actual meeting was?
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
This is that special board of health. I mean, not that it matters.
She's going to tell us how somehow the law has said that the public can't be in a public meeting.
Oh, no. We have to accommodate you, which we've offered to do, but it's not open for public comment. So I'm happy to come and use our video camera to record your comments, even taking phone calls and videos. My mistake. I'm happy to video your comments.
Let me ask you this.
But we will not be opening the meeting to members of the public physically in there. We do have to allow people to watch and hear the meeting when they're on.
So let me ask you this. Are you making, do you anticipate making a decision, one way or the other, of whether the district has to wear, the people in the district have to wear a mask in public?
It's on the agenda for discussion and possible vote.
Okay, then we need to be a part of that. We need to participate. No matter what your code or says, we need to participate. You're trying to make decisions according to us without our.
Mandating attire or a medical treatment?
Mandating, pardon me?
Attire or a medical treatment?
I'm actually following the regulations of my employer, but it is covering today.
Okay, is it attire or a medical treatment?
I haven't seen any draft order that would specify.
I'm asking
so
you,
at this point,
woman to woman, is it clothes or medical?
I don't have an answer for that.
You don't have.
Do you have the authority to regulate attire or medical treatment?
So that decision would be made by.
So you're gonna.
You get our point.
So you're gonna have the meeting with, and you're gonna have it without the public.
The meeting is open to the public.
It's already.
It impacts the public.
I mean, if we are there in your presence, you're gonna know, you know, how we feel about it. You're gonna know our concerns. You're gonna see our faces, and you're saying you don't want that.
It is open to the
Well, we had a
public.
public meeting last night. Did you know about it?
It's not open to the public.
That's not.
see what we have
I
proposed
believe,
upon.
listen to this, I believe that is unconstitutional, and I'm willing to take all the way to the Supreme Court.
I appreciate it.
And it'll cost you millions of dollars, right?
Katrina Williams,
And
management assistant.
because I am not, would you please take a picture of that?
Yes.
Because I'm not going to take the health district to court. I'm going to take you, Christina Williams, for violating, or Katrina Williams, for violating my rights.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to do. And so it's not going to be like,
We're not
you
gonna,
know,
it's not gonna be the amorphous blob called Central District Health. It's gonna be Katrina.
well, are they
Actually, you're at
meeting?
Southwest
Are they
District
meeting?
Well, you get it.
Central
So-
District
You
Health
get
is
it.
in Boise.
Don't
Ma'am,
play
are they
semantics.
meeting now? Has the meeting adjourned? Has it
I haven't been in
started?
there to see.
Okay.
I've been dealing with you. So I have provided a way for you to like watch and listen to me.
Still hasn't started?
No.
Watch and listen and obey.
Watch, listen, obey. Watch,
You don't have
listen,
a
obey. You don't have a
You have a
right.
right to vocalize.
I have
You
a
don't
question.
Sure, I'm happy.
In your hopefully scientific approach to this, does everybody realize that the size of the virus is 0.01 micrometers, and there isn't and any mask on the market right now will only stop down to 0.03 micrometers. So basically, what you're asking the public to do is to stop a handful of marbles that's being thrown at that chain link fence.
Sure.
So
And I would defer to our medical director who has done research on that, and that will be presented.
Yeah, but you have a
today.
Well, that information.
That makes sense.
That
Right? Doesn't it
information.
make sense?
That
And the
information-
medical.
I'm just
Sir.
doing.
I'm
There's
trying to
sides on both sides of the issue. They just want
That
to
information came from the
believe
American
the side they
Association
want.
of Physicians and Surgeons.
Decide that they want.
And they did a lot of research and study. In South Korea, they took 4 people with COVID-19, gave them an N95 mask, and they coughed, and the virus passed right through it. So,
Okay, I am not familiar with all of that
yeah,
research, however, I
that's
know our
the kind of
medical director
information
is.
we'd like to present.
Yeah, and I would defer to him. He will be presenting some research today. Our medical director will be presenting some research today, and that is on the agenda as well. So again, I welcome you to come on in and watch and listen to that. As I said, it's not a public hearing.
So if it's not public, why
So
are you
where's the
making
camera in
decisions
here?
for
Because
all
I'd
the
like to
public?
go show them my son.
If you're not elected, you're just.
And if you can't
normal
answer that, it
people.
would be helpful to have a person that could come out and talk to us.
The Board of Health would be making the decisions. I'm the management assistant, and so my job is to put out the agenda, receive those public comments by phone or by email.
And why are you denying public access to
We
your?
properly noticed the meeting.
It's an
What's that?
executive branch only.
What day did you send out the notification of the meeting?
What is the purpose
of it not being
It would be helpful for me to be able to answer one question at a time.
Sorry.
Thank you. The notice of special meeting for the Board of Health was posted to our website and to our foyer in accordance with the open meeting law, which is 48 hours. Okay, so this is Thursday. I posted it Monday night. I
In the
was here.
foyer, but that we can't
We also
go in.
Understood. It's on our website, but in addition, to make sure that we go the extra step to make it
What about
available to
idiots
the
like me that
public.
don't know how to use the internet with the crap?
We sent out a courtesy media notice, and I think that's where a lot of information was spread. In addition, we have some people who are very active on social media,
Yeah,
spreading
well,
the
you know me, if I
information
don't
out.
agree, I can't figure
Not a
out
courtesy,
crap
but we have a really good
Just wanna hold
relationship with
my
our
hand
media
and it takes
partners.
me-
Are the board members elected?
Our Southwest District Health Board of Health is comprised of 7 members, 1 member from each of the 6 counties that we represent. We represent Adams, Canyon, Owyhee, Jim, Fayette, and Washington. Their boards of county commissioners designate 1 representative to serve on our Board of Health. And then all of those 6 county board of commissioners confirm that representative. In addition, we have 1 board appointed physician representative.
So they're
Currently,
appointed by the
that's been
commissioners.
filled. They are appointed by the commissioners.
So I was on the right trail with that.
Currently, each of those members are elected county commissioners as well. They do not have to be a county commissioner, they just have to be appointed by that board.
Do the board members believe that they have the authority to make the decision to mandate masks in the district? Do they believe that?
As of last week, they've suggested no further mandates and no
But what I'm
further
asking is,
rolled
do they
on.
believe that they have the authority to make that decision?
the public health district has broad statutory authority. That's probably not a good answer to your
Statutory authority,
question.
yeah.
But
where have the people give them that authority? I would like to ask you that. I know I never give them authority to do that.
No, I didn't either.
Me either.
So, you know, I never agreed to them making a decision whether I can go outside or not without a mask.
I understand.
My
I never made
legislator
that
was never given a
decision,
chance
and so it seems like a usurpation, something that they don't have authority to make, and that's really the main message that I wanted to bring here, is that they don't have authority to make that decision. That's fine if they want to decide something within their power, but they don't have the authority to make that decision, and they need to know that.
I understand your concerns, and I did tell them that you're here.
And if it is you're making decision. This is my concern. You're making a decision that the people haven't give authority to, and then you're trying to make that decision behind closed doors, and then you're going to try to use the force of law to enforce that decision. And that's just not acceptable. We need to be in there to tell them that they don't have that authority, not just to protest. And because if you're going to make those decisions, then all of a sudden the open rules are different. See, if you're going to, because if you're going to make the same,
different for a public hearing.
well, if you're going to make the same decisions as, say, like a county commissioner, then all of a sudden the rules are different, right? The open law rules are different. Even two different
requirements for county commissioners are the same as we're following.
Well,
by statute.
And so then you say, okay,
I people that's making any of the decisions.
I'm not a decision maker. You're correct.
So actually,
we're talking
and
the wrong
so,
person.
No, you're not talking to the wrong person.
I mean, I appreciate her.
They're going to yell at us
So,
if the meeting starts. At least the ones that are watching the videos in there.
Yeah.
They're
So
gonna
I
shout.
ask you that you allow us to start the meeting, because that's really why we're here, to present some
we won't
solid.
start until you do it with us.
I'm happy to allow you to watch and view in here.
Watch and view is not allowing us to participate.
I am complying with the open meeting law requirements. I've already asked her that, and she said she's within her rights. She can choose to behave how she wants to.
Exactly.
I appreciate the ones of you that are
Lori
being
just
polite.
has a very
Even
strong
with Mr.
voice.
Bundy, I
I'm
appreciate
not loud.
that.
My voice just carries.
She's a small woman with a very loud voice.
So at
Which
this
is awesome.
point, this is what I have to offer you. I appreciate you coming.
Okay.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
Okay.
I'm happy
Well,
to follow up with you after the meeting.
I'm going to challenge that.
I appreciate that.
And I'm going to challenge you personally. And I'm
Thank
going
you.
to challenge the officers personally.
Okay.
If they start that meeting without it, then I am going to go into the meeting, and if I am stopped or arrested, then I will take that matter up against you personally in the courts.
Okay.
And we
Let
can
me
go
ask
all
you a
the way to
question.
the
Sir, let me
Supreme Court
let me
on top
stop
of
you
the
right there.
officers, and you get to decide where you're going to stand on freedom. You personally, because we're going to name names, and it's going to not to be about the Caldwell Police Department. It's going to be about Officer so-and-so, not allowing people into public meetings. Okay, that's where it's going to be. And we'll run it all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to, using your names.
I'm in Tevas, so be careful.
And I'm just telling you, I know you might not care, but I think you know the process. I know the process. You know, I was incarcerated for 2 years in federal detention centers. I was innocent of those charges. I was acquitted, and the remaining charges were dismissed because of government misconduct. I know my rights. I know that what is happening here is wrong, and I believe the Supreme Court will uphold it. So make that decision.
Mr. Bundy, the
Make that
officers are
decision.
here because we called them in.
I understand
with some
that.
concerns, and so.
But they're the ones that are going to enforce your will upon me.
They're here to do that.
Yeah.
They're here to enforce it. So once again, I can offer you viewing and watching from this room.
No, if you start that meeting without the public, then there has to be a stand made.
Would you like to designate one representative to go in that room? It's small. It won't accommodate the 40 or 50.
How many will it accommodate?
I would say I can take 2 in.
See that it's been rescheduled. It's not going today. It's been rescheduled. Today it'll be posted again. It's not going.
Can we get a written notice that it's been rescheduled?
It should be on Zoom right now.
Can they turn the paper real quick?
No,
they've rescheduled the meeting into, they're posting it on Zoom. I'm not sure how by state law, how they have to post a meeting into it. I'm sure you guys are more informed than I am on that.
Special Board of Health meeting has to be posted 48 hours in advance to the foyer as well as to our website. In addition, we did distribute it to media partners to help push that out, and we did respond to those Public Health Idaho inbox emails, with that call-in information.
Okay, so they canceled the meeting. Is the Zoom meeting or the Zoom video that when they made the decision to cancel the meeting, is it recorded?
It's being zoomed right now and then canceled.
But is it recorded so we can reference it later?
I can check for you. May I
Would you do that, or write, or put it in writing? One or the other. We either have it recorded.
No,
or
ma'am. The meeting has been canceled.
You have to be rescheduled. They don't have a meeting. They're not having a meeting.
Well, good, because I can get to work just a little bit earlier then, because I don't know if they were going to be happy about me arriving, 11 o'clock.
We're going to request you step outside so they can resume their normal business, because you are affecting the normal business.
Can I get the evidence of
We're not impeding normal business.
And then
Well, they're going to have to they're not going to be making a copy of this.
No, I just want, she was going to answer the question of whether it was recorded and we can reference it or not. And if it is, then that's acceptable.
Check with our IT people on that part.
I can also issue a notice of cancellation. I'll figure out how to get you what you need, okay?
Is it recorded?
I'm going to check for you in there.
Can
The
you
Zoom
do that?
meeting if the Zoom meeting wasn't launched, I don't have an answer for you. I will check and I will get back to you.
Okay, will you put on, will you just say on camera that it has been canceled?
I'll put it on camera. It's been rescheduled, okay? It's been right on schedule. This meeting today has been rescheduled. Notice will be given out to the public when it occurs, okay?
Officer Wright, Caldwell Police Department.
Yep, Dave Wright, Caldwell Police Department, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, officer.
Who's the best?
No,